Sorry about that, everybody. We are back. And let's see if we can figure out who's murdering people.
Oh.
We can go at it here.
Push! Get out of my way!
Bodies were found here. Gotta look for clues.
I don't know if I'd consider this an alley.
Hobnailed guards' boots. Unimportant. A child's footprints. Damn, lots of foot traffic. Hoof prints, clearly. A horse? No horse I know walks on two legs.
Think he's punishable by death?
Oh, cool. Is Dandelion's new paper out? I don't think so. Over.
Evidence all points to crippled Kate's.
How did I get in here again? What? Not what I wanted to do.
You need me to grab another lass to join us?
So, a bit of lust in your freakish heart after all.
Heard about the murders? Guardsmen?
Many perish round here. It's the pleasure kills them.
I don't think so.
The succubus. It draws customers. Its raised our taking something wonderful.
Figured that was gonna be something like that.
But I don't know that it kills.
A succubus. Where'll I find it?
I've placed it in a house nearby. Here's the key.
Vigilante.
Well then.
Bastards. And whoresons who hurt.
You'll look fucking amazing on top of me.
That's why I have a key.
I was made for loving.
Me? More I drink.
Who are you?
Ever heard of witchers?
Have you come to kill me?
Dunno. Wanna talk first? Why'd you kill those guards?
I was careless. Let them surprise me. They wished to kill me. I had to defend myself.
That it? No heartrending story about human hatred for all things different, all things strange.
I'm not one to lie, nor do I kill without reason.
You gotta leave the city.
And what if I don't?
I'll have to kill you.
I despise change. How stupid of me to walk into an ambush, let myself be surprised.
I'll have to lie about killing you. Usually I bring a trophy.
Very well, take this. And this, because I'm furious with you. Though I shall calm down once I'm away from this place.
What did she give me? Okay. All right. There we go.
Hey, you! Wonderful. Yes, you! You got water on the brain!
Guards were killed by a succubus.
Succubus? In Novigrad? How? Light of the eternal fire protects the city?
Must have gone out a few times recently. Anyway, succubus won't harm anyone anymore. Here's proof.
Masterful work, Witcher. And here's your reward, as promised.
Farewell.
Cool. All right. Next quest. I feel like I should do this one before we leave. We'll do this first. But I do want to go get the cat school armor before we...
You look familiar. Look awfully suspicious to me. Got my eye on you. Slow now.
Giddy up.
All right, let's go. Let's go investigate. What I kind of want to do, though, is, like, I need to find out if there's a point of no return in this. Are you there, Mux? Ah. I was just gonna say, like, you don't have to look it up now. But at some point, we need to look up if there's a point of no return where I want to make sure, like, I do all the side quests and stuff before we do a main quest. Like, is the Skellige one a point of return? I don't think so.
Someone fled blindly in a panic. Dried blood. Really old. The singeing, on the other hand, is fresh. Unnatural. Medallion vibrates near it. explore the tower. Blood trail leads to the cellar.
On the outside?
Might want to look around some.
Is this the tower where we were before? Graham Castle.
Strange. As if a whirlwind came through. All signs point to a new wraith. She's avoiding me. Gotta find something that belonged to her. She'll have to show then.
I'm still gonna go to the basement. And go down here. Ooh. Kian performed wonderfully. It's a shame, of course, that Professor Glogger disappeared somewhere in the ruins of Estire, along with the rest of the elven diagrams. But those sketches for a steel sword alone are worth as much as a village in southern Redania. We split the takings equally as per our agreement. I kept the diagram for the silver sword, while Kian took the crossbow diagram. I must admit, I didn't exactly need every member of the expedition's head preserved in vinegar. but they do constitute impressive proof of Kian's conscientiousness and professionalism. The Witcher swore none of the archaeologists would leave S-Tyre alive, and none did. All the more shame, then, that Kian didn't accept my offer. As my personal bodyguard, he would never have wanted for a thing. Steady pay, caviar and strawberries for breakfast, lobster for lunch, daily baths, a court surgeon, and courtesans of both sexes for all his needs. And if he still asked for anything, he had but to knock on my chamber door. He must very much love all that trudging around the world, because I do not believe Jacob of Dembitch could have dangled a better offer than I did. Really now, Jacob of Dembitch? A second-rate captain transporting whores to dockside Novigrad pimps for a fistful of crowns? With any luck, sooner or later a storm will sink that leaky tub of his, and Kian will return to me, tail between his legs. Bunch of illegible scribbling. Ink visibly fresher than previous entries. Many years must have passed. I have heard the Flying Deer, the vessel in which Kian was sailing, wrecked off the coast of Grassy Knoll. Was it my curse? Not bad for a beginner. Perhaps I should think about enrolling in at Bernard. Oops. Turn on the fire. There you go. I mean, I'm gonna finish looking around before we go and... No, nothing down here. I do want to see this, though. There's cat and griffin. Okay, so it's just the cat and the griffin, and then it's just upgrades for them all. Does that make sense? Did I have a point? I feel like I had a... yes, I did. Apparently the game should warn you that continual making it will make it so you can't complete side quests. Okay. That's all I wanted to do, was to make sure that... that I wouldn't hit a point of no return and not realize. Because otherwise, I'm just gonna keep doing my, my order idea. Maybe with one exception of trying to finish the cat gear, treasure hunt before we go to Skellige. There we go. I have hiccups, help. No worries. I will be here. Dandelions and those little white ones are some that I'm missing. Probably because I stopped picking them up. In other words, just keep picking up everything. Even if I don't think that I need it. No, she's outside? Where the frick was she? Oh, there she is.
Greetings, Witcher.
Hear about the White Lady.
As I hoped. I notice it's been hanging so long, sun's near bleached it blank.
Seems your White Lady's a noon wraith.
That means... Gods, poor Lucy.
Lucy. She was gonna marry, right?
Yeah. Her parents swore her to a smith from the city. Well-to-do, sure, but older and more brittle than elven ruins. Lucy ran from the altar out into the fields, where she slashed her veins. Used the silver dagger she'd gotten for the betrothal. Wait, let me show you. Lucy's parents couldn't bear to sell it, bury it even. They left it in my care.
I want to send her away, but I've got to bring her close, lure her first. I need an object that belonged to her. Dagger would be perfect.
Take it, but kill Lucy. Promise me. She shouldn't suffer no more.
Why are you screaming? You gave me the dagger. I didn't, like, pull it out on you or anything. She bumped into you and scared herself shitless. I mean, that's probably it, but it's like, the fuck, lady? Give me your bees. All your bees belong to us. I'm funny. I tried so hard not to laugh at myself, at my own joke, and I couldn't help it. Come on, that was funny. It was funny. I bet you're sitting there just shaking your head, not even laughing. I don't think I need this much of this stuff. Shaking your head and laughing. Uh-huh. We're gonna put Spectre oil on our sword. Actually, let's see. Because I know I got some stuff. I might be able to... Spectre oil is the blue one.
Oh yeah. Moonwraiths never come out after dusk. Let's dance.
I should actually double check that. I might have been slightly over leveled for that. I think there's a good chance.
Where are you rushing to?
To steal your plants.
Ooh. Half the crew didn't show again today. Wonder what excuse they look at this one.
Greetings, Witcher.
Problem solved. You can go back to your fields.
Yay!
Thank you. Your coin. And may fortune smile upon you.
All right.
It even sounds
Watch where you're going, lady. Okay, so... I'm pretty sure this one is in Skellige. Maybe not. It's gotta be. Because I'm pretty sure that's why I didn't do that one. think people respond. Yeah. Lambert had learned Aiden had been marked by Geralt subsided, blah blah. Okay, those are all like level 20s. Same with these, aside from the ones that are in Skellige. Maybe I'll go do this. But first things first, I want to do this. Let's do all the quests that are up to level 20 before we go to Skellige. If we can. If we can. Let's go, Roach.
Hey, yeah.
Is it true elves make soup after kids?
So, buckwheat millet, they said.
I don't know why it wants me to go backwards. Possibly trying to take me to a boat? Maybe? Not entirely sure. But I'm going this way. You know what? I just thought of something, Mux. The fact that my humor is so bad and I'm usually the only one that laughs at my jokes actually makes my kitty lol even better. Because you never know if people are actually laughing or facepalming at my terrible jokes. A terrible joke usually is so funny. Exactly, that's what I mean, though. Kian is enlisted with a flying stag as a guard of sorts. A hefty sack of Novigrad crowns convinced the captain to lodge me in his cabin. All is going according to plan. I'm actually finding this expedition amusing. I'm glad I didn't contract the kidnapping out to some bulgy-armed half-wit. I'll do it more gracefully myself. He's cautious. I won't be able to put him down with a casually placed poison apple. Guess I'll have to zonk him out with a spell and whisk him away via teleport. I just hope it won't plop us down somewhere in the middle of Temple Isle instead of in my quarters below. Instead of in my quarters below it, the power pulsating from my laboratory tends to throw off a good portion of my attempts to teleport home. A very high level resistance of psionic spells. Time needed for full preparation of his nervous system. A half an hour at least. A few more moments and the Witcher will be ready for transport. Now I just need to wipe our tracks. Perhaps a little change in the weather? While waiting for more favorable atmospheric conditions, I looked through his things. Some very intriguing documents. A map of Estair, crafting diagrams of Elven provenance, margin note, highly interesting sketch for a one-handed crossbow, most likely used to hunt draconids or ornithosaurs. Must ask about this during interrogation. Confirms my theory that the Witchers of the Cat School use elven weapons. And wait for it, Professor Sigismund Glogger's notes. It's clear the Witcher had something to do with the famous professor's disappearance. Think I might have overdone it a bit with those cumulonimbi. No point in tarrying. Time to evacuate. I didn't push C. I'm thinking that at the next hour, so in about half an hour, I'm gonna take a actual break from streaming to get some food and stuff. It'll be about dinner time anyways, and then may or may not be back later this evening again. We'll see kind of how everybody's feeling and how I'm feeling and what we're doing and... There's a boat over here, I think. But I've got some stuff I want to do too. Like, I need to try and find some nice clips for, kind of like a trailer reel for me. And then do some recordings for it and stuff like that. Get in the boat. I need to do that stuff. I need to... let's see, what else do I need to do? I don't know, I've got some other stuff I wanted to do too. Like, I was thinking of doing like the Gwent stuff offline. Not to mention just kind of chill. So. Do I want to come? Yeah, I want to come aboard, like, just right. I gotta find a place where it actually looks like I can dock my boat and get back up. Where are we? Right here. I see a dock right here. Where even are these temples that are like underneath? We have to see if we can even get there from here, or if I'm supposed to go from...
Winds howling.
It takes a great deal of evidence to build salvation.
One day, a mother found her in.
One cannot make an omelette without
It's over here. It looks like it's over here. Okay, yeah, it looks like I should have gone just around with my boat.
You know Mr. Menger. You don't, you soon will.
Any news from the zoo?
Damnation. Washed your hair lately?
They're any harder.
I guess let's try to go back to my boat. Or at least see if we can get down. Maybe it's over here, though. Can I get around this way? There we go. Yeah, there we go.
Something here. An artifact Kira gave me.
Let's drink the cat potion. This looks like a golem, which means we're gonna want art and a elementa. Oh wait. Oh, Dimeridium. Let's try that. Because this one isn't a fire. This is just a regular guy. So where's my Dimeridium? There we go. Okay. Okay, so I think this is the way we came in. Maybe? No, that is not the way we came in. So I want to actually keep the shirts because I actually need them for some stuff. There's just another way in here. Oh, there's stuff here. Issued. Goods purchased, Gaudier & clay porcelain. In the event of damage to the ceramic, please report immediately to the nearest branch. The golem can only be serviced by qualified company personnel. That's kind of funny. Okay, but that's all that was here. Okay. Okay, then we'll check over here. Look to the depths to be lifted up. As per the instructions of our supervisor, Arrhenius var Steingard, we have conducted a series of studies on the genotype of the creatures commonly known as drowners. Sadly, administering a poison made of fugu fish induced a coma in all the specimens in the study. After 24 hours, the vital functions of all above-mentioned specimens ceased, prohibiting us from continuing the study.
Strange.
Got a bit of time between these treatments I have to administer to these stinking drowners, so as promised, I'm writing you the recipe for my famous spiced chicken and pumpkin stew. Chicken thighs, or alternatively chicken breast, mix of exotic spices, mix of the Cocos Nucifera. Hard to get, but there's a ship from Opakenberg and Sons Import Company that arrives in the Novigrad port first Wednesday of every month, and these guys sell everything, striped horse included. Remainder of the list is ineligible. I guess I have to make them all look inwards? Okay. Maybe a cat potion as well. Alright. And this is the key that I'm guessing we needed to get into the laboratory. I want to meditate so that we can get rid of the cat potion.
No good, no evil, only pain.
I'm gonna throw necrophage oil on this one. Make sure this one here is up to date as well.
Any last words?
There we go. Ooh. Luckily, the teleport deposited us directly in my laboratory. It's good to be home. I had grown sick to the gills of that leaky tub. I hope that storm I summoned smashed it into those craggy rocks off the grassy knoll shore. The experiments which my students conducted on my drowners in my absence did not yield the expected results. As usual, I must do everything myself. I will administer a brew of medicinal opium to the subject. This milk of the poppy will keep the Witcher in a state of half-consciousness, and thus incapable of any resistance. Commencing studies. Note, I must hold off on my planned experiments while I clear up the demolished portion of my laboratory. I have set the bones in the forearm of one of my assistants. I will now administer a quadruple dose of milk of poppy to the Witcher. Subject shows incredible resistance to physical torture. Only broke after the second day of intense labor. Moderately satisfactory results from the interrogation. Garnered information about Witcher training and the Cat School of Witchers in general. As I suspected, the Cat School Witchers are, for the most part, of elven stock. The school must have some tie to the elder races. Perhaps its founder was a member of the Ain Shade. Subject unfit for further study. I've discontinued his doses of poppy. Administered extract of cowbane and hemlock in typical representatives of the human and Ain-Shade species. Such a mixture provokes paralysis of the peripheral nervous system and eventually of the nerve endings as well. This results in muscular, skeletal, pulmonary, and cardiac paralysis, and ultimately death through suffocation. The Witcher is not, however, a typical representative of any species, though the poison did seem to cause some mild irritation in his nervous system. His mutated body quickly managed to neutralize the harmful alkaloids. In a matter of hours, all symptoms of the poison I administered have vanished. Stinging him with sea wasp toxin did not provoke the expected results. In order to strengthen the toxin's effect, I've poured ethyl alcohol into his wounds. His nervous system seems to be immune. The subject has been tortured, poisoned, burnt, frozen, starved, and dehydrated, and despite it all, his body continues to function. He eats and drinks by himself, moves about his cell on his own, and is able to articulate simple words. Please, drink, don't hurt, stop. Conclusion. As I suspected, the Witcher is a superb energumen. A demon trapped in such an excellently prepared body will become death incarnate, vengeful wrath made flesh, and placed at my command. No one has succeeded in creating a being of such power since the times of Malispin and Alzur. This is a great day for science. Time to begin the incantations. That seems like a terrible idea. I'm just saying. Like, who's... I mean... This guy's batshit. I keep taking books that I don't need. Alright, guys. I'm gonna take a break and get some food.